A treasurer of the West Seneca Fire District who landed in trouble will now spend time behind bars. Norman Baker is going to prison for stealing from the department. News 4's George Rickard has more on today's sentencing. George.
Well, this longtime husband, father, and volunteer fire treasurer Norman Baker walked into court with his family and walked out in handcuffs directly to jail.
In my view, this is a classic case of the fox guarding the henhouse.
61-year-old Norman Baker admitted to stealing $137,000 over a 7-year period when he was treasurer of the West Seneca Fire District 1. Taxpayer dollars that could have been used for upgraded equipment.
And I regret my actions, the embarrassment it caused my family and everything like that. My intent has always been since this started to stay working so I could make restitution as quickly as possible.
The funds, Judge, were used for family expenses, particularly at a time when Mr. Baker had 2 children attending college simultaneously. And that, of course, brought on expenses during that time period.
But the judge had little sympathy.
And most parents that I know somehow figure out a way to pay their kids' tuition without resorting to peculation. And it's not like you were living in abject poverty.
Judge Tim Franzik sentenced Baker to 1 to 3 years in jail. The fire district's insurance company will pay most of the money back. Baker will only have to pay about a quarter of the money back because the DA's Special Investigations Chief, John Dosher, says realistically that's all Baker could come up with.
It's not unusual at all for somebody to plead guilty as charged on a white-collar case because there's absolutely no wiggle room. Much longer, much harder to put together, but once they're put together, they tend to be much stronger cases.
Now, no one from the West Seneca Fire District 1 would comment on camera because we're told they have a pending civil claim against Baker. Reporting live, George Rickard, News 4 at 5:30.